Welcome, Davo.
G'day, Jay, man.
Proceedings about to take place. This is Q1 at Sandown, round 5 for ASRNZ's 2019 V8 Supercar season. Cars rolling out in current championship order, with Jeff Burse rolling out there with looks like the one car of John McDonald behind him. So, how's your week been, Davo?
Oh, busy, but always looking forward to a Thursday night, and what a great place to spend a Thursday night. But at Sandown, this is going to be an epic race, no doubt.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, just talking with the guys, and often to referred to as the power circuit, with the two big straights being around 900 odd meters each. Corner exits are probably quite critical here, and saw some good stuff early in the week from some of these ZB Commodores getting really good exits onto the back straight and onto the front straight. So very interesting to see who turns it up here.
Yeah, and obviously good exit speed on those couple of corners is equates to good top speeds and good times, and the times have been down. Oh, mate, how quick are these guys going? I think they're dipping into the sevens, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. We did see a couple of mid sevens. I think I saw Josh Vertiger drop into the 7.4s, low 7.4s. So and these guys are they got these things dialed in.
They do.
They'll be doing something special to keep up with Josh tonight if he gets some clean air. Okay, so we're going to have our first indicative times coming up shortly.
Yep.
So Jeffro just coming across the line, rolling out on his first lap in a 9.0. Probably won't be enough to do the job in this session, with John quickly eclipsing it with a 108.6. And Nick McIndoe not far behind him. So there you have it. Josh Vertigo with a 107.686.
Oh, straight off the bat, mate. First lap.
That is very quick.
That is quick. Stamping his mark very early. And it is the usual suspects up the front so far on the first lap. So we'll just see how it pans out.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just watching Josh at the moment there, Davo. He rolled out of it after that hot lap. He's given himself some space. He's just cycling up some front tyre temp up the back straight at the moment. So it looks like he doesn't want to go in for another set of tyres. He's looking like he's going to have another crack at this, mate. He might not think that's enough. Yeah. I know Ross Macca can dip into the sevens quite comfortably, and I know John McDonald can get in there as well. So JB showing some good pace early in the week as well.
And yeah, funny thing, I've been talking to a few of the boys during the week, and like it's hard to get look, a lot of them on super softs, and it's hard to get a good lap out of the super softs. You've got to be really on point, really easy to overdrive them. A lot of the boys are, more comfortable on the soft, even in qualifying. So I just noticed all these boys up the 40 end are on the super softs though, so they've obviously done their homework.
Yeah, had a little talk to a couple of the drivers during the week there, Davo, and I think the general idea was that these guys will roll out this 20-minute plus a lap sprint race with the super soft on. I think tonight we'll see a shift. I think we'll see some guys actually running the super soft in the 60. That'll be a real challenge for some of the drivers, but I know some of these top boys will be able to do it, and they may need to be able to run the pace. Also, Josh having a big lock up down the end of down the back straight there. That he aborted that lap. At that point, I didn't quite see the sector split, but I think he was up. So yeah, Josh firing it straight back out of pits with just under 4 minutes to go. He'll have another chance at going again.
And like I said, he's quickly back into the pits so he can have another crack at it in time. So yeah, pace is up. The boys will be fighting for those first couple of positions, and it's going to be, this is ramping up to be a good race. And you were just talking earlier about the soft, super soft combination throughout the long race, and we've already seen that this season. You know, where some of the guys that know their stuff have, you know, got the cars tuned in, and they will run that soft, super soft combo through the long race, and it's if they get it right, it's quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess JB in the 881 car, he's been the guy that's probably mixed up the strategy the most as far as running long, running short, mixing the tyre strategy up. But I think sort of 5 rounds in, the guys are quite awake to it now, and I really feel like you're going to see some different strategies from quite a few different drivers. Right, we just picked up on the 1 car. He's got the 97 car trailing pretty close behind him, and I believe the Castrol car with the red bonnet. The only way I can sort of identify that car on the fly is that I think the red bonnet is Ross Macca's, and then the black bonnet is Aztec. So we'll just picked up on that little trio running out there for another set of hot laps, and just picked up on Ross. He's 1.1 down on his current best for this session, so he's not looking to improve on this lap. Whether or not it's an out or warm-up lap, I'm not sure. So we might just pick up on Nick McIntyre having a spin through turn 2, 3 there. So just quickly getting out the way, we'll jump off of him. The 1 car was at the front of that trio, Davo, and it's actually at the back of it now, so I'm not sure whether something happened there.
No, he run deep down at the bottom of the hill there, and he's just basically got the car off the road. The other boys carried on, and yeah, pace still really good. These boys are getting these cars back to the pits really quickly, so they can have another crack at this. They know their pace is in the car, if they can put the lap together, and yeah, they're out there again straight away.
Hey, so this is the Ross Macca car we're looking at now at the moment, mate. The Castrol Nissan, and he'll be looking to press on. He's got Farmer up the road in front of him in the 97 car. Farmer's actually just behind him on the tower at the moment, so
Farmer's just pulled up.
He's yielded that position. Yeah. Ross
pushing hard there, and you know, I just wonder whether that car's just, you know, like at qualifying pace, has already done too many laps on that tyre, so it just looks a bit nervous.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any improvement on the Delta at the moment from him, so he'll get one more run at it. He's got an air gap up the road to the 17 car at Ken Simpson, so he'll have another crack. All these boys bar Anthony and Pete Apsey out on track at the moment, so that's almost a full field with the last 25 seconds to go, having a crack at it.
Yeah.
We'll just pick up here Nick McIntyre. This guy's a star performer at the moment in these cars. He goes really, really well. He's just started this lap. We'll just might just pick up on board with him and just see how this car looks through the opening part of this lap. He's currently about 3 tenths down on his personal best, so unless he can find something special over the top and down the back, I don't think he'll be improving. So we'll just stick with it, just see how he apexes this fast left-hander. Bit too much curb, which is throwing him into the grass, so we'll pull away from there. JB very, very close to a personal best through here if he can string this down the end of this. Is this, I'm not sure, familiar with the...
Must be getting close to the end of this session too, yep. Wouldn't it be?
So we're currently in overtime. John Boy's looking to improve this lap. Whether it's going to be enough, he is looking for around 3.5 tenths. I don't know if he's going to get it. He's got around
he's got it in him.
Just under 2, so he'll make an improvement to the time.
And Ross Macca,
right
did
in there.
He just pop up in the second position there.
He did.
Very low rate. May as well be a 7 that, but
very sharp.
Yeah.
So provisionally, it very much looks like Josh Vettiger just taking that pole, and he has. So that's another one for Josh. Josh was away 2 rounds ago and subsequently lost the championship lead, but he's fast tracking himself to get back up there. So hey, look, we'll just take a quick break and thank our sponsors, pay some bills, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back, Davo. So we're just looking at the grid here. Josh obviously getting another pole with Ross Macca 4/10 behind him, making up the front row. This is going to be a great start from these two guys.
Oh, mate, times were awesome.
Lights are up.
Times were very competitive. Lights are up. Watch this. Round 5.
Sandown. Both guys getting a good start. Looking like Josh got the better of the start. Ross Macca with a good second phase. Running quite wide, looking to just cover there. Nick McIndoe just having a little look-see up into turn 1. Guys filtering down through 2, 3 now. Josh, clean set of heels there.
Yeah, nice work from the boys at the front there. A little bit of biff and barge in the back there. It looks like maybe Farmer's just got a nick in the back and he's into the wall, but he's back on track. So.
Right. The guys will be looking for a little bit of tyre temp at the moment. Obviously no tyre warmers on here, Davo, and cold tyres, cold brains, cold brakes.
Oh, yeah, and this track...
Josh running pretty deep down the end of there.
So quick into these entries. You know, with cold tyres and brakes, always a challenge, especially when they're bunched in the first couple of laps. As usual, keep it pretty clean there. Look at the boy. That's good stream of traffic coming out of the last corner.
There's a car sitting on the grid.
There's a car sitting on the grid.
So somebody hasn't gotten away too well at all. It might be, was that the Owen car? I feel like it was. Can you see, Davo, what was going on there?
I'm having a quick look there. I saw as the boys run past there, but let's just have a look here.
Right, okay, so while you were just having a look there, mate, I'll pick up on these guys filtering down the hill here, so...
The Owen car is on the move.
Okay, so
Farmer's on the move. I can't pick it.
okay, we'll stick with these boys and we'll see if it's there when we come around, and hopefully it's not one of the broadcasting guys, but I don't think it would be.
I hope not. I hope not. I know my ping's a little iffy this evening, so I hope it's not my car.
No, hey,
to be honest.
Hey, look, it has been resolved, so they managed to recover that car from the grid, and these guys can press on safely. So that would have been a big eye opener for these guys coming around on lap 1.
It does happen. It does happen with these things. So
yes, it does.
The joys of online gaming. The boys have settled in nicely though, and even with the cars on grid, everyone's pretty settled by the looks. The battles are starting to tighten up.
What can you tell us, Davo?
Working there.
Where do you think the battle is right now? Do you think it's on the John McDonald Nick McIndoe battle? John McDonald has actually been engaged in so many battles this season.
Yeah, definitely a mover. Definitely a mover. And Ross Macca and Josh have got a little bit of room in front of them. So yeah, definitely one to be watched. JB's not that far behind. So with them just sort of slowing each other down a little bit, he could easily sort of come into play here. So the battle right behind Steve Melling and Aztec.
Yeah, those guys are going at it. It looks like, Kate, I'm just trying to pick up on who's behind Ken Simpson there. Was that the Milwaukee car? It was the Milwaukee 23 red car of Pete Apsey, and he was putting some pressure on Ken. Ken's got a little air gap. He's just currently looking up the road to Anthony Chesner at the moment. Pretty brave under brakes there. Kenny getting it nice into one. Kenny given the right setup, he's on fire. But I haven't actually seen his times throughout the week, so I'm not sure how up to speed he is with the car. Yeah. Hey, so looking at that battle between Steve and Melling, Jeff, and Aztec is well heating up. I think that is the battle group at the moment. Davo?
Yes, and I agree. I flicked on it just a couple of seconds before you did, and I'm just caught. It just looks like Defro's maybe overdriving the car a little bit on the tyre, and he's pushed deep into quite a few corners. Stephen's right on him. Stephen's obviously getting pressure from Aztec as well, so it's compounding the situation. But yeah, I'd be keeping my eye on Jeff. I think he thinks he should be up the front there a little bit more and overdriving the car a little.
Yeah, yeah. So that margin just stretching out a little bit of rubber banding at the front there with Josh and Ross. But Josh holding a 1.7 second margin over Ross at the moment. Listening to Ross talking earlier in the final practice session tonight, he was searching for a little bit of speed. Obviously he found it coming into quali, being only 4 tenths off the back of Josh, and Josh posting a pretty stellar 107.6. Who was that? Was just running wide there. Background. But yeah, he's found a bit of pace now, so those guys have pulled around. Josh certainly pulled around 4.5 seconds on third and fourth, which is Nick McIndoe and John McDonald. So plenty of movers and shakers there.
Plenty of movers and shakers, and if you look back, just not too far behind all this, we've got the B-Dog Racing Mule and Bear Grylls battle, which is, I think Kenny's just slipped in behind him as well. So
yeah, props to B-Dog here, Davo. He's really put a lot of time into these things over the last 2 weeks to try and get some consistency and some results, and he's currently sitting in 11th position with Racing Mule behind him in the 33 car, and he's doing a great job. Bear Grylls and Ken Simpson behind him. These guys are good racers on any given day, so B-Dog's doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. And pardon me, yeah, Racing Mule as well, you know, just pretty new to the community in the series, and putting the hours in. Obviously got gains. The 2 boys behind him are seasoned drivers,
yes,
so these 2 guys up the front are doing it right, you know, like.
And plenty of pressure being applied by both of them coming unstuck there. I think there was a lockup from both of them then.
It may have been a little contact, but yes, the dual pirouette into the sand trap is always abusing.
They Bear and Dave with their benefactors of that. I think Dave might have been in front anyway, but
yeah, Dave was off, but it was I think it's Bear Grylls and Kenny Simpson just right behind him. They just like go past it.
Oh, Bear just running deep out of 1, so that'll give Kenny the opportunity.
Oh, that has given Kenny the position, and Kenny won't be looking in the mirror too much there. I'm sure he'll be heads down and eyes forward. So.
Yep. They just jumped up on board on the retro Monaro paint job that Aaron's running this year, and actually just looked up the road a little bit to see Ash Vedder just running deep. Is that what's the name there, Davo? You're a countryman from there. Is that Dandenong Road? What's the name of the hill coming down the back? I'm sure the viewers will be able to type up and give me some insight.
Oh, probably not from around here so much, but yeah, I think it's Dandenong Road.
But yeah, Ash pinching a brake down there, which is pretty easy to do. But Aaron doing a stellar job in 9th position to put some pressure on him. Both those guys looking at like they're going to put a move on. John McDonald's come unstuck.
Yeah, he just had a little bit of a wriggle coming into the final turn there, and look, this is bunched right up here. Ooh, Ash just got a bit.
Oh, she's
lost a bit of her position there.
Very willing.
Yeah.
So John's been rattled here somehow. We've missed something that's happened there. He was engaged in a battle with Nick McIndoe up the front. There was a bit of an air gap back to Jeff Burst, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but hopefully John can settle himself down and get back into his groove, because I spoke to him earlier in the week, and he was really comfortable with where the car was at. He knows he can run good lap times and race pace, and this is a guy that we spoke of before that can certainly shift the strategies around to suit himself.
No, without a doubt. And I'm sure, you know, like he has pulled back here into 7th position now, and I'd say you know, again, the head down and the eyes forward and try and at least get one position back and get himself up towards the top 5. So.
Davo, just got to pick. What a great showing at the moment from Steve-O. Steve-O's currently sitting in 5th, and he's chasing down our current championship leader, which is Jeffro, with Aztec behind him. But if anything, he's actually pulled away from Aztec a little bit at the moment, and he's pressing forward. So, yeah, would really like to just see what Steve-O's got for Jeffro if he gets to him, and it looks like he is getting to him.
Yeah, and Steve-O just only last week had a week off for other engagements.
He did.
And again, like we were talking about Josh earlier, has lost a few points because of it, and so these guys quickly trying to regain those points and step their mark on the championship again. And Steve-O's ticking all the right boxes here.
Yeah, he's moving forward, and I mean, he of all people knows as well that it's 11-round series, and only 10 of them really count towards the championship, as they've adopted the dropping your worst round system for the series. So, albeit that probably hurt him and hurt him up to race there, he knows that there's a heap to play out. You know, there's still another 6 rounds.
Absolutely.
He'll never give up. This guy often features in all our series somewhere on the podium. He's got a few trophies.
He does. Mr. Consistency. Just dropped back a couple of positions back to the Aaron Ashley manager.
Yep. So
battle here.
I've just gone back there with you, Davo.
Ash so looks like he wants that position back, because he did actually lose that, getting tangled up with the McDonald car, and tightened up very quickly.
Yes.
And Ash all the time pressure from behind from Smith.
Yeah. I'll mum
again
in
another
there,
very consistent driver.
Yep. He's got a lot of seasons under his belt, as David. So he won't care that Ash wants to get past Aaron. He'll be just all about trying to do the job himself. Looking up the road, Dave, Josh holding a 3.5 second margin at the moment. Lost Macca, so that's kind of stabilised at the moment. There's a pretty tight battle, obviously, that we're looking at now between Aaron, Ash, and David. Outside of that, Aaron and Kenny, excuse me, are still at it. These guys have been known to race pretty hard with each other, and Owen and B-Dog still charging along, obviously after that incident that B-Dog had earlier.
Yeah, the field's definitely settled there. Like the boys up the front, as hitting their marks as usual. You know, the times come, and they're well spread and have got a pretty good grip on there. You know, where they should be in the race.
Ash is half a chance under brakes down here, Davo.
A few of the boys still mid-pack here. Ash had a good go at that, and he's nailed it. And the boys down the back here are still fighting for their place on the road, and compared to the boys up the front, and nice move from Ash there.
Yep. I guess next in lines is David, and he probably won't get it done this one, but he would have seen where Ash got the move done, and he may have a look at trying to set that up himself as well.
Quite possibly.
So,
I think Ashley knew his car was quicker, because he did lose that position in an awkward situation. So
yes,
he needed that back, and he's done well. Committed to the pass, nailed it.
So B-Dog, Racing Mule and Farmer are all pretty close down the back there, so I might just pick up on that. B-Dog covering the inside, Farmer having a good look at Carlo there. So these guys, albeit, you know, for 15th, 16th, 17th, it don't matter nothing to them. Those guys want the next position in front of them. So great racing from these guys. Farmer just walking the tightrope down the exit line there. Probably wasn't getting his best traction doing that, but he's trying hard.
Just looking at the back of B-Dog's car, that's a very second-hand looking Commodore.
Yeah, it's seen a couple of hits. Hey, so just jump back on with Dave Smith, still on the back working Aaron over. Aaron will be loving this. Aaron's one of our guys that's only just joined up this season, and you know, this is what these guys come here for. They just, you know, doesn't matter whether you're first, 10th or 20th, as long as you're engaged in a battle, you know, that's all you can ask for.
Well, that's it. It's like it's clean, you know, like the battles are all throughout the field, and you know the racing's clean, it's competitive, and everyone's racing. You know, there's no doubt about it.
So Steve-O's still hanging on the back here at Jeffro. There's only about a second in it, so he's still hanging in there. 4.5 minutes to go. Jeff won't want to put a foot wrong because he'll know Steve-O's going to be there to pick up the pieces, as do most guys in this field. If they've raced with Steve-O, they know that he's always going to be there.
Absolutely. I think Jeffro knows that and is just keeping a pretty close eye on that mirror at the moment. I don't think the cars look happy the whole race, personally, and I did call it earlier in the race. And if he pushes that thing a little bit too hard and it runs offline, Steve-O will be all over it, mate.
Absolutely. Hey, just take a minute out to thank our viewers and subscribers for watching and joining us every week, or you know, on a Thursday, or would it be a replay. We appreciate your feedback, guys. Give us a like, click the buttons. If you haven't subscribed, please do. You're more than welcome. And we'll keep bringing this stuff to you. We've got some exciting stuff coming in the future as far as different additions for our stream. We're forever learning, so yeah, Davo&Jandalman, always appreciate any comments and any feedback. All engaged in this battle here, Davo, with Steve-O, who's really ranged up on the back of Jeffro right now.
Stephen JB. It's
no, Stephen Jeffro.
Jeffro, should I say?
It is heating up. 2 minutes 45 to go. Almost looks like Steve doesn't want to settle for this 50. He wants one more.
I think the car's got it. Got it in it.
Yeah. John's still making his way back after that mistake. He hasn't quite caught up to the back of Aston yet. He's still about 4 seconds off, or 3.5 seconds off that battle. Josh just gets that out to 6 seconds. Nick McIndoe, quick shout out to Nick McIndoe, doing nothing wrong but drive a solid race in third. He's looking at the road to Ross, but some 5.5 seconds behind. I think he'll probably concede at 2 minutes to go and just make sure he doesn't make any mistakes and bring this one home in third.
Yeah, and solid performances, you know, like these boys know their shit, you know, so they're just, like I said, hitting their marks. The numbers are there.
They are. Jeffro and Steve-O possibly inside the next lap to 2 laps will come up on the back of, I think it's either the Jake Nissan or either Owen's car. I'm not sure. There is a back marker coming, so that could play into either Jeff's or Steve-O's hands, depending on where they meet that traffic, if they meet it. Just looking.
So what have we got after this? Is this 1 lap or 2 after? Where are we at there?
So with 1:14 to go, just looking around, so I'll just pick up on Joshy, because Joshy hasn't had a lot of airtime. Josh is actually lapping through the pack. He's actually just lapped 14th place right now, and looking up the road to B-Dog in 13th, and he'll make quick work of that as well, I think. So with 1 minute to go, the guys are running around minute 8s at the moment, so you're going to be looking at 2 laps to go, Davo, from this point.
For sure.
Yeah. This is Joshy just coming around now, picking up on him. Just B-Dog will give him some space. He'll move off the racing line, I would think, I would hope, and he does, and lets Joshy go. A little lift of the throttle. Well done, B-Dog. Good work. He won't want to give too much away to Carlo. But yeah, gets that done nicely. Alright, so just picking back up on Stevo. He's still 9/10 of nothing away from Jeffro David. And that is the, I believe that's Jake right over there in the Ulip Floors ZB Commodore to let those boys go. So that had no little or no effect on those guys racing, which is what we want to see. These guys just duke it out on track. Leader has 2 laps to go. So Steve-O, if you're listening, which I'm sure you're not, mate, because you're fully engaged in the battle, you've got about a lap and a half to get this done, son. What can you see further back there? Yeah, absolutely, go Steve-O. Get in there, Jeffro. Okay, so just looking back, John has made a little bit of...
I must apologise, I've disconnected, so I've got no visuals.
Okay, mate. Well, just hang in there with me, and I'll keep you briefed. So we've had an incident up the front. Ross Macca has obviously gone tight on fuel, and he's had to take a splash and dash, which has already dropped him back to 3rd. So this wouldn't be planned for Ross. That's a real shame. But Nick, Jeff, Stephen so far, and very much looking like Aztec as well, being the benefactors of that car having to take a fuel stop. So
that is interesting you say that. I dropped in on a conversation with Stephen Melling and the boys last night, and they were talking fuel.
Yeah, well, I was talking to JB earlier today, and he said to me about this track being fuel dependent, and I said, well, how so? You know, we're 5 rounds in, the guys got to work this out. And he said, no, he said this is so much 100% throttle, we're burning more fuel. He said, so hopefully you guys have worked that out. Clearly, Ross has just made a slight miscue because he only needed 1 more lap, so he's got a bit of pressure on Aztec for this position, which is 5th and 6th. And Josh does take this victory. I don't want to take anything away from Joshy. And Nick coming back in second position for Nick. That's a great effort. Well done. Jeffro for a nice podium, 3rd. Evo for a very close 4th. Aztec does hold on for 5th. And unlucky Ross Macca, but still a solid 6th position with John Mackin. McDonald right in behind him. A solid effort from Ash Berger in 8th. And then we have Aaron E for a top 10 in 9th position. 46 seconds off the lead, but great effort. And David Smith. Oh no, David Smith's run into fuel issues. He has just been passed by Kenny on the final straight. So Kenny gets the top 10. David's just rolling down towards the line. Will Bear Grylls get him? Bear gets him as well.
Mate, this is the conversation I had last night. This is what we expected. This was going to be a few of the boys doing it.
So will B-Dog get him? B-Dog won't get him. David will cross the line.
He's leaning forward.
Well, still coming. B-Dog might get him here. It's very, very close. No. David does get it. Well done. That's a solid effort. So once again, congratulations to Josh, Nick and Jeff. That makes our podium. We'll take a short break. We will be back. Thanks, David.
Awesome, J-Man. We'll be back.